Go.
Hey everybody, this is Jim with JES Built again. Now I'm going to show you how to put your oil pan with the bleed kit on your motor. We've already put the oil filter housing on. It goes on just exactly the same way that it would if it was stock. After I've ground off the fins, I still left the little male part to get the oil filter housing centered in there. So you've got that on. Then you take your banjo bolt set up. Make sure when you're putting your line on that it's gonna, before you get it on, you don't want to get it on backwards or anything like that, because you're, like I said earlier, these are already clocked the way they need to be. So put that on. Leave it loose to start. Then you've got your oil pan, and your oil pan is going to go on exactly the way if it was stock. Some people always wonder why some of the bolts across the oil pan have got a washer, and where they go. On your oil pan you've got 3 arrows, 1, 2, and 3, meaning that the holes in front of them are where the bolts go with the washer. These ones are prone to spew oil out. There's more oil pressure there for some reason. That I'm not sure, but this is where they go, 1, 2, and 3. You're going to put your oil pan that you've already put the bulkhead fitting in and done everything that I showed in the first video. It's going to go on to the motor. When you're putting it on, you want to make sure that your O-ring that's in the bottom of your oil path body, that it is in there. It seals up onto the oil pan right here, and it's got to be in there. So boom, it would go up in here stock. This is a stock setup. Another mod that I highly suggest is using, this is a modified oil pickup screen. This is a stock one. See how the size of the openings? This really restricts the amount of oil that can flow through these bikes, and it also causes, it's another thing that causes foamy oil. To help rectify the foamy oil in these bikes, you use the modified oil pickup screen with the bigger, it's now got the female fitting on, and the way that you would use it is you would put some Honda Bond, Yama Bond, any type of those sealants on it. I would not use silicone anywhere on my motorcycle. Anyways, you would take the Honda Bond, you would put some in here, and you would put some on the bottom right here. Another thing you would do, you would pull this oil path off, and you would put the Honda Bond in between the sealing surfaces of the oil plate and where it seals up to the cases. That helps keep the foamy oil from getting in your motor. So after you've put the sealant on, you slide this up over the top, and then you put your oil pan on, making sure that the bolts with the crush washers go where they go. Okay, I'm only putting 2 bolts on here just for the demonstration. Then you take your oil line, wrap it around to the AN fitting, and screw it on. It needs no sealant because it's a compression fitting. Do not put any sealant on this. These parts were all made in America, so you've got your 5/8 wrench that you're going to put on for a backup wrench, and you've got a 1/2 inch wrench that you're going to use on the AN3 fitting. And again, it's not a semi, so just get her where you think she's tight. Then you take a 9/16 wrench and tighten down the banjo bolt, kind of hold the banjo where you want it, and snug her down. And that is how you install this kit. After you've installed it, fill your motor back up with oil and go ahead and run the bike. You'll want to look for any leaks here and up here, or anywhere on your whole oil pan, everything. It's up to you. If you're the one doing the work on your bike, you want to make sure that you've got no oil leaks. If you do have any problems with the product that I've supplied you with, then mail it back to me, and or call or give me an email, and we'll figure out the problem and get your bike back on the road as fast as possible. Thank you, and hope that was helpful.